on to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll buy some time right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mike, 45. Let's go.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 1st and goal, a good chance for our 1st touchdown of the new season. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Just shy of the 30. Pickett to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Pickett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Pickett. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drew.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. It's Mixon on the counter. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Up the middle, here's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Burrow on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Pickett back to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
In what many term as a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They considered him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty of gunslinger in him as well. You give him an inch of space to make a throw, he's going to try and make it into a mile.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 27, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 27 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now Burrow on first down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First and 10, here's Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Pickett.
This is caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front.
This time the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 20.
Here's Burrow. He's got Smith here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 40 yards.
And the Bengals have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The tight end in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here we go on 4th down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the 1st down if they can. It's 3rd down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. This is Brown going up the middle. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
With Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Pickett to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Mixing up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bengals, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.